too hard on Brad Maynard. He's been a terrific kicker.
Yeah, yeah.
No, he has.
He has.
You know,
he has. He's had a bad night. They're going to kick a field goal here, and it's going to be 45 yards.
One block, one miss for D'Aloiso, who came into this game with 12 in a row.
And now there isn't any wind on the field. There's no wind as a factor whatsoever in this stadium.
Even though it's very windy in Dallas.
Look for that wind to try and push Noble or the big guys right up the middle again.
He's got to get this up in a hurry.
And the kick is good. The Giants go up by 4. D'Aloiso, who failed on his first two, got this one through. 17-13 with 1:49 to go. Dallas will have no timeouts at its disposal.
And one of the things with the Giants that Fossil was concerned about right after the Detroit Lion game when they got beaten so badly was the special teams. And tonight the special teams really showed up. I like the interesting thing about him is when he said, hey, I cut the most valuable special team player after that Detroit game.
Bashir Livingston.
And I called 12 guys in who weren't starters. They were on a special team. And he said, now you understand. If you make a mistake, I'm going to cut you. And if you don't think so, think about who I just cut. And I'll tell you, that left a lasting impression on a lot of people.
Sometimes you have to lay down the law.
Well, you know, I mean, this isn't over yet. The intrigue continues. 1:49 seconds, even though you don't have any timeouts. If the Giants decide that they don't want to go after Anthony Wright, he can eat up a lot of yards, get out of bounds. You make a throw down the field, you get an interference call. The Giant defense is going to have to continue to go after him, I think.
I was just going to say, if Anthony Wright thinks he's seen pressure before, wait till he sees this year. Jason Tucker, the deep man. Short kick. Tucker from the 11. Takes it outside and out of bounds. ESPN Sunday Night Football is brought to you by Cisco Systems, empowering the internet generation. By BMW, the ultimate driving machine. By Sutter Home. Sutter Home, taste the commitment. And by Best Buy, for the latest technology. Turn on the fun at Best Buy. Dallas starts from its 32. The Cowboys need a touchdown.
This Giant defense has just given up 19 yards in this second half. 19.
Four-man rush. Right with a screen. Wiley to the 37.
There are no timeouts left for Dallas.
Taking too much time.
Oh, way too much.
Well, you know, he only ran two two-minute drills in his career here in regular games, and that was earlier this week. He only ran them on Wednesday, so, you know, you're talking about a time in the game where a young quarterback has very little experience.
Now it's 3rd and a yard. They have to keep this going. And we're almost down to a minute already. 3rd and a yard. He tries the quarterback keeper, and I don't know whether he made it or not. He did not.
No, he's going to be a yard short. Now
what you do is you throw the ball down the field just like it's 1st and 10. You try and pick up 8, 9, 10 yards. Don't try and throw a short one.
Burning time off this clock.
It's the inexperience of Anthony Wright at this point of the game that's not allowing him to be more efficient.
And they'll run with Wiley. Hit the backfield.
It's over, boy.
Wow. That one I did not understand at all. It would take you 10 seconds to unpile him if you got the first one.
Well, Jim Fossil, in 1990, he managed to win one when they were down by 12 or more. In the year 2000, he starts it out well.
But I'll tell you, this defense for the Giants has been just, I mean, the entire night. They've made a few mistakes on holding penalties and a pass interference penalty. But other than that, this defense has been solid.
The New York Giants, dominated most of the night, have come from behind to beat the Dallas Cowboys, and they win the NFC East. If they win next week,
they got home field all the way through
the playoffs. It's an amazing story, and Jim Fossil has to be regarded in New York as a genius.
I'll tell you, the guys in New York media right now, They absolutely are dealing with a bulletproof individual.
And why not? You make that guarantee, you win 4 straight, win your division, you're on the verge of home field throughout the playoffs. You couldn't ask for anything more. Jim Fossil is on a roll.
So we finally have somebody to win a division.
And the first one.
He started from the beginning with this football team and set the pace, made them into a team. Michael Strahan made the comment. He said this football team is truly a team. The defense gets up and cheers for the offense. It's just really, really something to watch. Now can they play with the big boys?
A testament for the New York Giants, the way they were dominated tonight and came back. The final score, the Giants 17, the Cowboys 13. SportsCenter's next, all the news, scores, and highlights. For Joe Theismann, Paul Maguire, Solomon Wilcox, and our entire ESPN crew, this is Mike Patrick. Good night from Irving, Texas. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.